Coven, it is I, Runa Strong. This is my channel, The Heathen Hedge Witch. You know the drill, we say the same thing every episode at this point. Why am I repeating myself so much? I don't know. But today's episode, I am actually remaking an old episode back from when I didn't repeat myself at the beginning of every episode because I wasn't really comfortable on camera yet and I wasn't really sure what I was doing as far as like setting up a channel. So, you know, it wasn't the best video and I've unlisted it and I'm going to be recreating it and also sharing a couple of extra tips as well. So, for those of you, probably like 5 of you, that were here back when the first one was done, yep, we're talking about energy snowballs again, but also I'm going to talk about a couple of other tips. This video is going to be my top 3 how to cleanse when you are away from your tools and supplies and altar and all of that other stuff. I'm going to have to condense the title, but you got me. Anyways, let's just get into it, shall we? Tip number 1, as I've already talked about, energy snowballs. One of the things that I find is really effective when you are in the workplace or at school or other situations where you just cannot cleanse with incense or meditate with a crystal or get a just good into a pillow or something, you know? If you are in a situation where you can't do any of those sort of release rituals for yourself, I highly recommend energy snowballs, which is where you do all the things that you would with an incense and you just use your hands to kind of grab the energy all around yourself, all around the top of your head, and you just kind of build it into a snowball and yeet it out the window and be like, and you just say goodbye to all of that old energy. This is really helpful if you've just gotten into a fight or a disagreement with your boss or another coworker, or perhaps you are bullied in the workplace or in the school situation. Return to senders are lovely for that, I might add. Another tip that I have for you guys that is really simple, this is especially beneficial for those of you who work with food, or if you have like a cafeteria at your workplace that you can visit often. I love taking a little bit of salt and just kind of like scrubbing it in my hands and letting the salt work like a crystal. And especially if you have pink salt. Marley, would you get off of Hell's altar? That is so rude. Anyways, one thing that you can do as well is to take salt and kind of rub that in your hands and use it almost like you would with hand sanitizer and just really let that cleanse you out. And you use the friction to kind of build the magic and pull all of the energy and then just throw it away and throw that negative energy away and channel it all into the salt and just yeet it. And another thing that you can do, tip number 3, wash your hands, which I know a lot of us are doing already because of COVID. Some people aren't though. Washing your hands is a really great way to cut an energetic tie. I highly recommend washing your hands after doing spell work, period. End of story. Wash your hands after doing spell work. Whether you are doing healing, manifesting, especially baneful work, I recommend a full shower for baneful work. But definitely if you are working for another person, always wash your hands afterwards. But even if you're in a work situation where you just don't have a selenite to quick just take it away, get yourself, be like, I need a bathroom break, and go to the bathroom and just take a minute to just deep breathe in the stall and then wash your hands. Even if you don't have to go to the bathroom, just take a minute and wash your hands. Be like, I wash my hands of their bullshit. I wash my hands of Karen and her fucking asshole fucking face. I hate that hoe and I wash my hands of her. And whatever you gotta say, just kind of, even if you gotta say it in your head, okay? We can't always say things out loud, right? But even if we gotta put that intention in the mind of just, I'm done with this, I'm done, I'm over it, it's over, it's past now, we are in the present and not in the past, and this is the past, and I'm done with the past. And you just kind of have to like keep repeating it to yourself until it feels better. And whatever temperature works for you, if you do cold therapy, do that. If you prefer a nice warm heat or something that feels like body temperature, whatever works for you. And I really find that all 3 of these methods work in different ways, so I wanted to share all 3 of them because depending on your situation, one may work better than another. But yes, these are my top 3 ways to cleanse and get rid of icky energy in the work/school place. I hope you took something away from this episode of sorts. It's a very short one. It's very chaotic. I will see you next Wednesday. Think like the madman. Spread love and peace because it's free. And I don't know. Do more weird shit. Weird with a Y, though. Specifically.